Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel once again. If you're new here, my name is Gladys and this is Gladys Lane Squad. Thank you for always coming by, watching my videos, sharing them and commenting. Guys, don't forget to like this video and always subscribe, hit on the notification bell so that you don't miss out any video I upload on my channel. So today I'm with Ugandan celebrity. I know you have seen him on my previous videos on my channel and hope you visited his channel, you checked him out, because I know by now he's not new to you. Better if he introduced his names.
Yes, beautiful viewers, how are you doing? My name is Lutakoome Kayanja. I'm an actor, I'm a producer, I'm a director, a fashion designer, a vixen. I do all that stuff.
That's wonderful. He does some great amazing work. So where are you located? Like you, where can they find you?
In case anyone needs me to meet me physically, they can find us at our offices in Kayanja. If you know that place, that happening place called Trains Swimming Center.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we usually meet for any activity that we really want to hold regarding film business.
Before we go for more, let him tell us his YouTube channel so that you check it out.
Yeah, as I said, my name is Lutakoome Kayanja.
Yes.
So I don't need to change names to anything, what. So all my media, my social media platforms, you just need to look out for Lutakoome Kayanja. Even on YouTube, I use my real names. You can just search Lutakoome Kayanja.
And I'll put it in the description, as well as it will be passing by, they will know the spelling.
Of course.
As we know, Uganda has been on several lockdowns of the pandemic, and a lot of people were affected. So we are wondering, were you part of them?
I would say both the lockdowns, the first lockdown, then the second, they have gravely affected us, the creative sector.
Have they been 2 years?
It is now close to
2 years.
Yeah, because even up to now, the industry is not yet opened. Yeah, so we are really greatly affected. Even our creativity has been affected. Our mental, our physical, economic, and all those aspects of life have been really affected. And so bad.
Yeah, as he said, it has affected them highly. So we want to know, how did it affect you? You as Lutakoome Kayanja.
Okay. First and foremost, the first lockdown got me unaware. As me. Because in the first place, I'm a good radio listener. In the first place, I so much used to get the updates about COVID-19, as in Chinese flu, we were very worried, but not thinking that it will reach us this side. We thought it's a Chinese disease.
It's going to stop there.
So from around November.
Was it in March? That's when?
No, from around November 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Oh, when it started in China. Okay.
So we were like, where that disease is that side. We didn't even have an expectation.
You are here jubilating, thinking it's only
China.
We
are not jubilating, but we are also like, we felt bad for our brothers and sisters because we have relatives that side. We have fans from China and everywhere around the world. And it was really getting too much media attention, even here at home. And we thought it is just a faraway disease. It will never really reach to us.
Uganda.
Yes. So by around December, things were like, it has now left China, it is now going to different kind of countries, And we were like,
it's going to stop there.
Yeah, it's going to stop there. Come 2020. It was around March. That's when I think Uganda registered its first case.
How did you feel? having a case in Uganda? Your own
Me,
country?
myself, I've never seen anything like a lockdown since I was born.
Me too.
I'd never experienced anything called a curfew. But I heard about the curfew thing during the days of the civil wars that we had within the country. Our parents used to say, by saa kumi na mbili wamwena kubanga mwingide mu nyumba, you know. So we didn't know that we could really face such a new kind of life. We used to enter. Actually, we didn't even used to sleep. As you know, our job at night we work at night.
You work anytime here in Uganda. I know. I can.
So with the creative sector, we didn't know a whole country can be locked. There's no music, there's no concerts, there's no anything. Because by around November, I had a movie it was called Sacrifice. We are supposed to premiere it in April 2020. Then in April 2020, I was also meant to officially launch my brands.
The Lutakoome
brands.
Yeah, guys, check on his YouTube channel and
they will see
Facebook. You'll see all those plans. By the way, they are nice plans.
Thank you very
Hoping
much.
to get one
soon enough, I think. So we were all caught by surprise.
Yeah.
Be it a musician, be it an actor, be it a producer, anyone. Yes, we are all caught by surprise. And this is when the guy came up on TV and said I have a presidential national address. So we sat, we listened, and he said the country has been locked down for 21 days. What is that supposed to mean anyway? Locked down for 21 days? What is it? No one is supposed to leave home. No one is supposed to.
You can't go anywhere.
What kind of a life? Because we had never, as me, I had never experienced that. So we thought for the 21 days, it is okay.
They are going to pass.
Let's see what shall happen within my friend, the 21 days. After the 21 days came the 14 days. The 14 days became 14 days. After the 14 days, there came about over 32.
32 days, yes.
I don't know. Yes. Then the whole trend changed from anything to lockdown.
Yeah.
And all our programs were shattered. All our projects
were also down.
Everything was down. And we were like, okay, let's wait. Maybe soon enough, things will get better and we'll get back to working. You know, us, we live we don't live by a monthly pay. I really had a lot of plans for 2020. And all the plans...
I remember people were calling it 2020. We are part of them.
Primary is a Kayanja. At first, I thought 2020 is going to be a year that I had already laid about 4 projects I was supposed to do. I had about 6 trips, all from Uganda, different kind of places.
East Africa?
No. I was supposed to go to California. Then I had another trip to Egypt. Then another trip to South Africa. And another one in Egypt. So those trips, for sure, they ended in vain. Because it wasn't only Uganda under lockdown.
Even other countries.
But almost every country was under lockdown. And even those countries I was supposed to go to, they were also under lockdown. And even the people that were supposed to facilitate those trips, they were greatly affected.
True.
So we had to wrap it up. And I'm having a thought that, you know, anything which is not yet ready, you don't have to force it. Maybe we got saved from something, you know. So that was the one challenge that I faced after the cancellation of all my trips.
After putting the country on lockdown.
Then my 4 projects that I had planned to do
were shattered.
They were shattered because I have this movie called Face. Each and every year, I was supposed to release a new part.
Oh.
So in 2019, I brought one. In 2020, I was supposed to bring one, but I couldn't do it.
Have you bought one yet? Because we are in 2021.
Of course, are we still under lockdown or not?
We are not under lockdown.
Me, I'm saying the country. I mean, the creative sector is still under lockdown.
But you're yet to release Radio Man.
Yes, Radio Face itself. It is almost it is a movie whereby it involves a lot of cast.
Okay.
And I have to do it on street in different kind of areas.
Yeah, where it will be so crowded.
Yeah, and it is really risky to gather many people. And it's more so an action movie. We're doing it on street. You know, everything would be a bad setting if I'm to shoot it. Then I had Zarike. It was a TV series. So it also had to be put on hold. Then I had other more projects. So I was like, no, I cannot just be here in the lockdown without doing anything. I sat down, I had to get my pen and paper, then I started writing. After the 21 days of lockdown, I had written a new series called Quarantine Madness. So I was like, so how am I?
Guys, if you haven't watched Quarantine Madness, you hear the word madness, go to his YouTube channel. It's really, really madness in there.
Yeah.
So we are going to come back to that lockdown. We know when it happened, there were signs that people were so scared of. Flu, cough, because we used to know it's a usual disease. You wouldn't go to the hospital because you have flu, because you have cough. Did you get any?
Why that moment of silence is because I would say, you know, it reminds me a lot. I didn't have the signs in the first lockdown.
Okay.
The first lockdown, it only affected me in a way that we didn't.
All your projects were shattered, and it happened.
And we are not yet used to whatever is happening. That new normal, we are not used at all. But as time went on, we started getting used to how to live because you could wake up, you brush, you shower, you
sleep,
you wake up, you doing all that stuff. Then me, I used to do the writing and all that stuff. But the second lockdown, I got sick.
Malaria?
No.
Cough?
No. I got COVID. Before that, we were after that first lift up that they did.
It didn't last long.
Yeah. No, it lasted for about, because we are locked from March. Then was it lifted in July? Wow, I don't remember. But I remember when it was lifted a little bit, we had to go back to do the secretive kind of shooting and stuff. So there was a TV series that we were shooting. It's called The Living Legacy. We were 28 crew, and we are all living in the hotel. We didn't have this go home, come back. No, we are there for about 3 weeks. But within the camp, a few guys started coughing, others started...
and you got scared?
Well, like, what's not happening?
But it was a usual cough,
right? It was kind of usual. That's why maybe we undermined it. So, there is a lady among the actresses who went for a checkup because she was terribly bad off. She was found positive, and we were with her within the camp.
I know you guys were terrified, right?
We all got terrified. So about month 3 got down.
In this second lockdown.
And then that lift up they did when we were
up.
shooting. Yeah. So those are 4 people. Another one got down.
And you're still there
within the camp, there were 5 people.
5 people.
With COVID-19.
Did you leave or you stayed there?
No. The management to that asset, they put a hold on the shoots and we had to go back home. So we went back home. By then, testing was really very expensive.
Like how much?
COVID. It was about emitwalo gyano oba 22.
220,000.
Yeah, 22. So we were like, even me, I wanted to go and test, but I didn't have the money anyway. So even though our bosses, they couldn't afford all the team to test it. So they told us to go home. We went home. And
not aware whether you're positive.
Yes. Yet they had already gotten out the 5 who were sick.
Yeah.
So we gotten back home. The good thing, my kid had taken him somewhere.
So you were alone?
I was alone home. So we went back. By then I got another phone call to another project. I went. We did a project. It was a 2-week project. We did it and got done. After then, I was given a call. There's a song which they wanted me to feature in.
Which was?
The Vixen's song called Mbera.
Oh, guys, I believe you have watched that amazing song.
So I was called up. I got there. I told him, "Can you send me the song?" I listened to it. Then I got the song. I listened to it. It was really awesome. So that's when I lost my dread. I was like, okay, it's okay. Let me lose my dread.
That's when you had to trim off your hair. You changed and you became like a village guy.
That schoolboy, you know. So what I suspect on that set. That's where
you got COVID.
I got COVID from.
How how did you know that you had COVID?
Before that, the set was really crowded because on the video shoot, everyone is doing this and as you can see the video itself, it has a lot of people. So by then, remember the second lockdown was promising, was threatening to come,
so you guys, you had to do some gigs you could do and...
No. As in, COVID was really getting so much within the people.
Wow.
And the second lockdown was setting up to come. Within, I had people cough.
Within the...
Yes.
The shooting.
But there's no way you can tell somebody that,
You know that some people were even scared of coughing.
No, the worst thing, what I know, which made us got so much affected, is we despise the disease and how do I state it? We put a lot of politics
in it. There is a scenario. I was in a taxi and I coughed. People turned and looked at me. Then I felt like something is itching here, but I couldn't laugh. I was because people would say you have COVID. Let's go back.
Yeah.
You say that's when you got COVID.
That's where I suspect.
You suspect, but you want to know, how did you find out that you have COVID? Yes, you saw people who were coughing, others tested positive. How did you come to realize that you're positive?
We did a shoot. We did a day shoot, a night shoot, and I slept on set for that video. Remember, Actually, I remember I was among the first people who came early on the set.
Yeah.
But I am the person
who left last.
Last.
Why?
I slept there because almost the whole thing was rotating
on you.
On me.
Okay.
I had to do those night scenes, and these other guys had to shoot their stuff and leave, you know. So I slept at Live with Nana. So when I came back, it was a Friday, and on Saturday I had an interview with a celebrity truck. I was like, okay, fine. I'm not really. I'm okay. I will come after the video shoot.
People may be wondering, are you now still positive? Or?
Because
they might be nervous of my safety, wondering I'm sitting next to you. No. So people be assured
I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
It's negative.
You see, I'm okay.
Have
you had me cough? No.
Some use not.
So I came back after about 4 days because I started feeling unusual. It was a Friday. I started feeling unusual on Wednesday. So I felt something here.
Dry throat?
Very dry, as if I needed to get a brush.
Brush it out.
To brush my throat, you know. It was terrible. And again, I had this immediate temperature that could rise, and then from nowhere, it disappears. I was like, what is not happening? Then I started sneezing. Sneezing. I was like,
maybe do you know that you can imagine signs and you get them? Yes,
but remember, during then, that's when almost COVID took its peak.
Did you get test?
I did. That's when COVID, that was July. June,
so of recent?
June.
So when you tested and you found out you are positive?
When I went to the hospital, that's when the guy knew that I was positive. But I left when they had checked me. Then the doctor told me, I will call you. I left my details, personal details, phone call, what stuff. But all my signs were really showing that I'm
positive.
Almost COVID-19 positive. Before even the testing. So the doctor took me through how do they call it? The swab stuff,
where they test you.
So he told me, it's better you go back home. That is in the second lockdown. Yeah. It's better you go back home. Because even where I tested from, they had patients, but the hospital was to its capacity. So he told me, we are going to do we shall get the results, then we shall call you, but it's better you be home. You know, don't interact.
I remember, for those ones who had those signs and they suspected you to be positive, they would detain them. What stopped them from detaining you?
I said the whole hospital, it was at its capacity.
Okay.
You know? And you also getting on, you know, anywhere. It was not really, I think it was actually what I thank that doctor. When he told me to go back home, I think it was the best advice than retaining me.
Okay.
Because if he retained me, I would have even died, maybe, even before time. Reason, I was too scared.
Yeah.
The hospital, I didn't have money. The hospital was like, you know, it was damn expensive. And I didn't have money. So when he told me that you can go home, I can keep the check. He called me to a home care. He gave me the medicine. Then the next day, on Thursday, that's when he called me. He said that we've conducted the results and they are positive.